Everybody wish they had him. She got that. She got that's what else got me turning back and I'm when he no doubts allowed me. But this please wave your hands if you're the queen. Be the girl's natural first weed don't make you superior. Ancestral status, now that makes you inferior. My body and I got the face too, and my character with the other triplets do. I'm a fiction that they thought had passed. I'm a proof class, not the last. You will book the last half. God first, guess that's sweat now. So they put me in the lead, y'all in the background. Truth is, ratchets winning, that's a good feeling. You can have a game, cause you playing in the Queen's building. Queens, we don't play games, but we do our teams, ratchets build your alliances. Queens will keep building, leads the Queen. But yeah, proof about my grace, produce powers, not my superficial ass. Got the last name in the rock on your finger, got the rock and rain of pigs. In gardenia, never needed your boo to prove my status. You got what you wanted, good luck to Mrs. Ratchet. Real love, rejected for social placement. Heart rate make me rise while you junkies keep basting. Keep posting and talking, get moving. I'ma build empires, could've been with you. Come on in my lane, baby, drive on down. I play like we on that travel. Shoot to your level and find your breaking your heart. You better fill my bank accounts while I climb the charts. Bitch is a smile. Say if got oh, she can have the first row. I can see it on drums, the queen. Put your hands up. I'll bring back put your hands up. Please. Put your hands up. You know, make it like us. Put your hands up. I'll bring back put your hands up. Please. Put your hands up.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy. We back, episode 6, bringing lyrics to life. Listen, we're bringing a special show to y'all on tonight. I know we had discussed before. We was thinking about canceling the show or not having a show for this particular week because of the holiday, but the fans was like, nah, we need a show. Some of y'all, I saw the text message. Y'all text me even tonight. Y'all was like, what happened? Where is the show? I know y'all used to us coming on at 7, but for the holiday, we doing something special. So we here at the 8 o'clock hour with some great people in the room. Let me shout out my co-host over there, Naya. What's going on? We actually got Naya in the building tonight, y'all. She ain't in PC no more. She came to Jersey. What's up? Shout out to our other co-host. He's not here on tonight, but just right. We appreciate you. Our condolences and prayers is with him. Shout out to all of our supporters, our audience, our fans, our live audience. We got a live audience in here tonight. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Flack. What's up, with you? Got a live audience in here. Listen, 4th of July ain't stopping nothing. We got our own fireworks. We got some firecrackers up in here tonight. Those of you already know, the great, the talented Miss Riecee Siren. What's going on? Also with her, to the right of her, is what they call themselves WondaTwins. I hope they don't activate nothing too much in here. Don't set nothing on fire. But shout out to Lawrence-T over there. What's going on with you, bro? Listen, tonight, the episode tonight is Misfit Muzik. So we're going to just jump in this thing. We're going to dive in. We're going to talk about everything the WondaTwins is bringing to the music industry. They got their label, Misfit Muzik. They got their own sound, their own choreography, their own wardrobe, glasses, clothes, hair, makeup, they do it all. This guy Lawrence-T over there, he real humble, but the boy is sick on the bass. He got some talent on the sticks. He can sing, he can rap, he can write, and he produce it. So tonight we're gonna sample a few of his beats, let y'all know he out here. Those up and coming artists that are trying to get on and get some music. I think this might be your token to get in. So y'all better pay attention to what's going on here tonight. Riecee, what's going on with you though? Happy 4th to you. Happy 4th to all our listeners. And Lawrence-T. Lawrence, listen, you just did like a whole debut, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Okay, what was it? Listen, they giving you thumbs up and hearts already on here. What's up? What'd you do?
Well, I was able to shout out to my cousin Joe Nice. He had direct ties to the artist to Sean Smith. I'm sorry. He had ties to Sean Smith, and he needed a bass player for the Roots Picnic. They were doing a virtual this year. So my cousin, he hit me and was like, "Yo, Sean needs a bass player. Can you do it?" I said, "Absolutely." I didn't. Now this was before he said anything about the Roots Picnic or anything. I just jumped on the opportunity like, "Absolutely, please."
Yeah.
You know, connect me. You know, put me down. So he gave him my number. Sean called me within 2 minutes. Mind you, this is 7 in the morning.
Wow.
And I was like, he was like, "Hey man, I need a bass player. Can you do it today?" I was like, "Yeah. If you send the music now, that'll give me plenty of time to learn it, master it, make it my own, but still play it the way you need to play it."
Right,
so
right.
I was like, "Okay, bet." He was like, "All right, I'll send you the location. We'll see you at I think it was at 6." And you know, then he made it clear, yeah, this is for the Roots Picnic. They're doing it virtually, and I was just like, "Oh wow, that's major." So I was like, "Cool, no problem. I'll be down." So it was dope. It was great. The experience was great. The whole, exposure, the fact that it's the Roots Picnic.
Right. That's a
As-
big
as-
deal. They
as-
do it every year.
As they say, the legendary Roots crew.
Yeah.
So it was major. It was fun.
It's crazy how you stress it at 7 in the morning. That is how the industry is. It's either in the wee hours
Right.
of the midnight hour or first thing in the morning, like when everybody else is asleep.
Right.
Creators are up creating.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was amazing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So how was it though?
It was-
Listen, I saw the video. I mean, you was vibing. You did your thing. You fit right in. Looked like you was a part of the original crew.
It felt amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just because from my perspective, playing bass is always something I wanted to do. I started off with drums. As my mother tells me, she knew I was a drummer because everybody that would hold me as a child, I was using their earrings and cymbals. Literally, that was what she told me. So drums were, that was the first love, and then playing by, having a good ear, I was able to play bass by ear and kind of run before I crawl type of thing.
Yeah.
Before learning scales and learning notes and stuff like that. Which people do say, if you have a good ear, you can pretty much play anything. So, bass, if. So I was able to play bass and kind of teach myself, and a couple of people have given me some pointers and given me some lessons here and there. So that's kind of like how I started going.
It is awesome having the two of you here in the room tonight together, right? We started out the song playing Queen, and I remember this song. It's crazy, and I ain't ashamed to say it. I remember being in the car with a group of men, and we was all bopping to this joint. Now, if you listen to the lyrics, this is a song for women.
Right.
It's a female song. And we was in that joint like, man, what? Yeah.
As you should.
That thing was going hard. Riecee Siren. Not only do you put out this good music, and you come out with these hard lyrics, and you deliver these messages, but behind all of that, you got the WondaTwins sitting next to you, plucking strings and beating drums that's making these banging beats. that got dudes rocking to a song called Queen.
Well, you know, the words of Trick Daddy,
She said, "Baby, I'm a thug." She's crazy. Only Riecee Siren, y'all. Only Riecee Siren.
I remember when I wrote that and I sent Tony went upstairs and I sent him the clip of me. I guess I sent the hook.
Yeah.
And Tony, that's him saying I'm a queen on the hook. People don't know. We just did it in the room and then made the beat. So I guess I should have put feature in.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not.
But yeah, I sent it to him and Tony had the beat done rather quickly. And it was cool because when I went in the studio to record that song, I did 3 songs that night, and the song we thought was the banger was The Weakest Link when we left, and the other 2 songs Tony produced. It was Queen and Misfit's Coming, which I haven't put out yet. And
Well, because we was gonna play that.
I tried to find
you
it.
should have reminded me. I can send it on my phone, but yeah,
Do that.
he so my brother, he is
Yeah.
We got it.
that was the West Coast spit. I
Yes,
thought I
ma'am.
could
I'm
speak
excited.
some
Let's
Yeah.
I said sample. That was your sample. We ain't giving away too much on tonight. Listen, shout outs to Tisha Dredd. She said Misfit is a beast.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout outs to Khalil. What's going on? Hey, we appreciate you. Listen, we are wearing our matching shirts. Shout out to Hope Creations. Y'all know we got our own Bringing Lyrics to Life.
Yeah. I beat that because I was getting ready to say, like, I really want a shirt.
Yeah, you know, we got our own Bringing Lyrics to Life attire on here. You know what I mean? We bring forth wardrobe.
I saw that. I was like, I want a shirt.
We gotta get y'all some WondaTwins Jones. Yeah.
Shoot.
I want one too.
Yeah. All right, from the live audience, we got you. That's what's up. So, how does it feel, right? So, this is an awesome duo we got going on. We got brother and sister. It's not too often you can see siblings coming together, creating, working together, producing, and being successful at it.
Right.
How do y'all do it? How does it work? Is there fighting? Don't talk. All right, don't talk about it.
No, me and Tony fought so much when we were little. I think we got it all out.
All out.
And everybody talked about us because we would hook off on each other. And usually I was first, but now we closer than any of them. So
Facts. Those are
we can
facts.
chew on that. I think the fact that me and my brother take so much heat in other areas of our lives that at this point we don't have time to fight with each other because we realize our backs are to each other and we gotta fend off everybody else. So I don't think it's literally like us against the world type thing. We almost have a bond like husband and wife, except it's brother and sister.
Yeah.
But no funniness, so don't be saying stuff.
Right. Nah, we got you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Nobody can come between y'all. We can break that.
Correct.
It's just like she said, like, we were kids. We went at it because,
Correct.
you know, we shared a room.
Correct.
So you have a little boy and a little girl.
And then not so little boy and little girl
Right.
still sharing
a room. So, you know, but one thing, you know, my dad always made it clear that, you know, he was like, your family is all you have. He said that, and I'm talking about in this house.
Yeah.
And the older we got, we started to see that, you know what, we are really all that we have. And so
that's our tagline in
Yeah.
our family.
Yeah.
Sliding because we all we got.
And so it's literally translated into all areas, music, business, all that.
They're sliding the family stone.
I'm crying. I can't do.
She got jokes.
Nah, bro, hey, don't play slide on my. I was born in the wrong area anyway. I tell them in a minute. I listen to slide in a second. What you talking about?
That's what's up. Naya, I don't know. We ain't really fight that much.
No.
Yeah.
We still have the same dynamic. You just
we
keep
do.
saving me from myself.
Oh, you crazy.
Oh boy.
I ain't shame.
No.
But
that's baby sis.
That's
bro.
that's Riecee though. She's the oldest of the two, and so as we've gotten to adulthood, I've gotten some type of wisdom.
Yeah.
But my sister has always been much smarter than I'll ever be, and she'll always see things I never see. So at first, it seemed like you just always on me.
Right.
Like you being another version of my mother. I don't need that. But as the years go by, it's
you
like
shaking your head too hard. Sis.
she just literally just wants the best for me, legit, and then will tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And don't care about my feelings, but know that I'm tough enough to take what she gonna dish out. So, yeah.
We'd rather see y'all take wounds from us because their love and knows will heal, as opposed to letting somebody else come after y'all with a dagger.
Surely you're right.
I'll cut you first with the truth while I let somebody else just come and switchblade you to death with some foolishness.
Listen, we gotta shout out Rhonda Coleman real quick. I'm sorry, but she's just commenting like crazy. She is so in love with y'all. She is a main supporter. It seems like right here. She is just commenting nonstop. What's up, Rhonda Coleman? How you doing, sis? Yeah. Go ahead, keep going though. I'm sorry. She was going. I had to just acknowledge her real quick.
No, that was it.
Let's jump into. Should we do this Misfits coming? You was hype off of that.
I know. I need to hear that.
Misfits coming that is my take on Dr. Dre and the
West Coast all day.
I honestly sometimes when I'm making a beat, sometimes I know from the beginning like this gonna be one of them. I don't think I really knew until it was done, and then I let because with every beat I do, I let my sister hear it first because she gets first dibs on all beats because I believe in my sister and my sister is dope.
That's what's up.
And so I'll be like, yo, here before anybody else will hear it, here. What do you want? And some days she'll be like, send that. And then some days she'll be like, give me a second, let me finish something else up, send that. She always gets the first dib. And when she heard it, she was just like, yo, this joint sounds like Snoop and Dre riding in a 6'4". So I was like, all right. I said, all right, this is one of them.
Cool. All right, we're going to play this real quick, and then we're going to jump into the creative piece. All right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You only get 30 to 45 seconds.
I'm crying.
That was it, though.
We gave y'all too much. That was more than a sample. You got a whole mix just now.
I'm excited about that one. I can't wait till that drop.
So let me ask you this, right? A lot of different people, they gotta be in a certain environment, certain atmosphere, certain mindset. You know, in my time, I've worked with a lot of different people. It seems like I worked with the vampires. Everybody got to be in a dark room. Barely no lights. Pretty much the only light is what's on the screen. I'm squinting to find keys, and But what's your creative process like? Do you have to woo-saw first? Do you gotta go punch the bag? Like
honestly, no. I just go to my equipment, or a lot of times it started off as it would start at work, because a lot of times, and I think Riecee can attest to this, maybe not the same way as I can, but that's the last place I want to be because I have to be.
Right.
The bills must be paid. So there were times
planning your escape.
I would be creating at work, whether it be as in that instance it would be writing. But I would hear something, and I have this ability where something that I'm hearing in my brain, like there's files in my brain of stuff.
Right.
And I'll be like, when I get home, that's what I'm. And sometimes
you can hold it that long.
I can either hold it that long, or if I know I'm going to lose it, I'll excuse myself to the bathroom, get my voice note on my phone, and lay down what I'm hearing, and then just stop it. And then when I get home, it'll put me back in that same mode.
We was just talking about that on one of the other episodes, man. I had to purchase additional iCloud storage.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Of reminders that I be sending myself.
That extra
notes and beats. I'm like, God.
That extra $3.99 ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah,
Let's do that. So yeah, as far as work, yeah, when I'm at home and just in a clear space, a lot of times, if I'm, because most producers, shout out to my boy, the melodic poet. That's his name. The melodic. I'm sorry, we'll edit that. The melodic poet, my boy Brent. He, we talk all the time, and he'll be like, "Man, I'm in a funk, cause I'm in a funk," and I'll be like, "All right, well." I usually say play something you created before, or what I'll do is I'll play. I have certain videos on YouTube that I play. I love watching Ryan Leslie work. He doesn't anymore, but from the period of like 2009 to 2011, Ryan Leslie's YouTube videos. If you haven't seen them, you missed it. Like he was the one guy I'd see go in there and play everything. Literally, one time he ordered. He heard this type of horn sound in his ear, knew what type of horn to ordered it, got it shipped the same day, and started playing it. And I was just like, but
yeah, he's sick.
He's sick with it. But the one video that I always, because if you're talking about creating, sometimes to get me out of a funk, I'll watch other producers create or produce, and that'll help get me like, all right. But the one I always watch is like my favorite beat in the entire world of all time. Is what Pharrell did to Jay-Z's Allure. To me, that is the greatest beat ever. Because it's one thing about me is not to get on this whole tangent. Storytelling rap is my favorite kind of rap.
Okay.
So when Pharrell was in there and was like, he called Jay and was like, I have the beat that describes the moment you dealing with in your career. You in the game, but you try and get out. But you know it got a pull on you. I have the song that fits that moment accurately. That's what he said, word for word. That's how many times I've watched it. And when he hit the beat, the excitement in his face, because he knew it. He knew the moment Jay walked in there, he was like, one of his engineers told him, he said, Jay gonna do the song today, I already know it.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm making a beat in my head, that's the beat I'm chasing every time. That beat is just, I love it.
I love that inspiration.
Yeah, I will say, y'all are all some creative, dope people. I've watched Riecee, and I know even with your creative process, but shout outs and salutes to you because you are like one of the most
Indeed.
On the spot creative people. Like,
indeed.
You think so?
Absolutely.
So it depends. I know what you're thinking, but
yeah, I know
I've seen you go.
Because of your creative process, you're hard on yourself. But
right.
I also know that your creativeness creates ways
correct
to create.
Correct.
That was very potent.
It was. When you said, I was like, no, that was. I'm gonna have to write that one down.
Somebody write that one down.
I know exactly what you mean, though. Yes.
Yep. Even like my sister, like there's times where like I'm working on a song or whatever, I can literally send her 3 words and she'll send me back 5 verses.
Yikes.
Or I'll call her and be like, look, this is the concept, this is where I'm at, this is, and she'll redo the whole song.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually hate that thought myself. Because it's like, I don't want to step on it, like, but I just can't help it. It's like, all right.
But if he bringing it to you, that means he already trusts your ability, you know what I mean?
I hope so.
And it's crazy because, the way we're both writers, right? So the way we vibe, like, we connect to where, like, we literally can finish each other's next verse, and then it flows. And that's kind of how y'all are, like, with the beats and how y'all go. I mean, y'all even have sang and rap together.
Indeed.
Do y'all write together as well? No?
No, not
okay.
Not. Even though I do have, we'll talk about that later.
So Riecee, your creative process, right? So do you hear the words first, or the beat, or is it diverse? How does that work for you?
It is a mixture, and shout out to Rhonda. I had to look up who that was. Hey, girl. It's not who I thought it was. That's why I was like, what the heck? And then when I looked, I was like, oh, Lord.
What?
It depends. I really wish I played. I wish I could produce what I hear, but sometimes
Not to cut you off.
Yeah, she like, I wish I played.
You
I
had
seen
played
sis
drum.
on the drums.
My sister held down the
Oh,
drums.
I seen that.
On more than 2 occasions. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
With some practice, my sister could be taking gigs.
that actually pays more than being a singer and a rapper. Some people gotta do that.
You ain't lying.
Talk about it.
Well, unfortunately, I'm getting better. I used to have to. Pain was usually what caused my creative process, like to keep me from murdering or punching the wall or something stupid. I would start writing. But I've gotten to a place now where I can kind of just hear stuff. Like I was hearing stuff last night. What's that today? It was one of the two. They run together because I don't really sleep in full cycles. I get like 3 8-hour naps. But sometimes I hear the melody or the beat. Sometimes I hear just the words. A lot of times it'll be the melody and I'll hum and then the words will come. And at least now I'm at a point, because one frustrating thing in the earlier part of my career was, this is why I had stopped writing songs first and then trying to get people to make beats, because apparently how I hear is so different that they were not making the beat to what I was doing. Right. And there was one song in particular on my EP, that I had to rearrange how I sing it. And when I went in the studio, he was like, "You're not on the key." Well, because I'm singing what I sent to you. Right. I didn't realize that you had redone it or couldn't go where I was going at the time.
And not to cut you off, but the way, because I was there when we were both explaining, because we were both hearing the same thing.
Correct.
What the conclusion we came to was, it was kind of like a fusion of a Beyonce "Work It Out" kind of meets like a "Crazy in Love" meets a.
It was Kiki's "Let Go" meets Beyonce's "Crazy in Love."
Yeah.
It was like a mixture of that. Yeah. That's not what we got.
Nowhere near.
And that's why I thank God Tony started doing music, because now usually when they send, if him and Brett work on something or if he works on it, when it comes back to me, it's either not what I heard but better or exactly what I heard. And I just be like, thank God.
That is fire.
Yeah. That's why I have to shout out Brent, because a lot of times I'll send him, what Riecee sent me, I'll send him and be like, okay, how are we going to do this? You want me to take care of the drums and a little bit of the ground? Because he's a better chord pianist and working the keys better than I ever could be. Like with this last beat, which when it comes, with this next one she's about to drop, I'm telling you, it's in regards to what's happening in our world right now. That's all I'm going to say. So I sent it to him and I was like, what do you want to do? Because you're better at this than I am. And he was like, say less. I think I know what she wants. He sent it to me in 3 minutes. And my jaw hit the floor and was like,
we gotta get him on the show.
You have to get him on the show. Please go get me when you get him, because I'm telling you. Because he's so brilliant. Like, I was like when he sent it to me, I said, Riecee, because, not to give it all away, it's going to be like a reggae type joint. Yeah. But the reggae he went was totally different than what I expected, but it was fire. I was like, Riecee, I'm telling you. Well, matter of fact, I'm probably going to do that tonight, probably. But I'm telling you, he's fire.
It is hard. Man, I'm getting joked. It's hard to find. It's hard to find. Cause you know what I've learned in the industry. Every when you're dealing with creative people, right? They have their creative lane. So what you hear is not what they hear. Yep. So to try and communicate that, it almost becomes frustrating.
Yes, sir.
You lose the momentum of that project, and then you just be like, scrap it.
Forget it. Yep.
All right, whatever. And you just go with it.
The enthusiasm is gone.
You know what I mean? And you just lose the whole feel of what you was trying to bring forth. So the fact that y'all really have that dynamic duo, that is like a blessing within the storm, man.
No doubt.
I ain't gonna say no more. I'm in trouble. Because I know some people, it is very hard to work with.
For me, I would rather get the beat and the concept to write to, instead of me coming up with my own harmony and my own melody. And then when the singer gets the song and then they have a beat that's so off to my lyrics, that is just like.
You talking about the last 3 songs that I've been working on?
It is so extremely frustrating because I am not a producer and I cannot get my what I'm trying to convey to you out, and you're not singing what I'm telling you. Like, it's just very difficult to communicate all of that.
I literally got 3 songs I'm working on right now, and same problem, all 3. I got one person, they like, yeah, you just write me a song. What's the concept? Whatever you come up with. Okay.
Before you go any
you
further,
got a sound, you got a beat. Like, what's the direction?
If they gonna trust you with that, then don't argue the product when I get done with it.
Sir,
that's all I'm saying.
You about to make me scream, holler, run because and I tell people all the time, the most frustrating thing for me, right? I put sweat, tears, time, energy into this thing. I send it to you, and then you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna change this." You done changed the whole song. When I asked you from the beginning,
from the beginning,
what's the concept? What do you hear? How do you feel? Let's just see what you got.
Right.
All right.
And certain lyrics need certain notes, and it's
absolutely.
Just like,
excuse my body.
Throwing my stuff.
Yo, that right there. That is even as a rapper, there are certain notes to fit certain moods for certain subjects that you are conveying through lyricism.
Right.
That stuff it's important.
It's vital.
People have no clue, man.
The notes completely change the song.
Absolutely.
Don't start talking about
composing.
If you
mess up the note, then the lyrics fall flat.
Absolutely.
You know, and I know what I'm writing. Like,
absolutely. And then you need the person to convey it the way you felt it when you wrote it.
I'm telling you.
Like, what are y'all? Yeah.
The problem in the industry today is most people don't write.
Correct.
True. So when you're dealing with
that's because they in the trap.
They're also not artists.
Correct. That's why they're in the trap.
Yes.
All right.
A literal one and a figurative one.
Shots fired.
Sorry.
You're going too real.
No, because let me just, since we just gonna go there.
Take it there.
Don't go all the way in. Just knock on the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Right.
This trap music is wonderful as it is. It's literally what it is. Like, it is a trap, and so they are more catchy,
right? And
they're more. It's quick. It's a right now type thing. It's like a microwave type.
No, you're preaching.
But the thing is, this at one day, trap music will be obsolete. I know everybody thinks it's. I know everybody thinks it's gonna stay here. No, because somebody said I've seen something. They was like, man, trap music gonna be here forever. That is a lie.
It is.
It's really not gonna be here.
And you know what?
No.
Is the way that you're saying it is very professional.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you how I say it all the time. We are producing and encouraging a lot of one-hit wonders.
Absolutely.
This is your hit,
right?
And this is also your time.
Right.
Enjoy it while you got it.
Enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah, but it's a different time even in that because, you know, when we was coming up, that was not a compliment.
No.
But now that's all they're striving
for.
For real, like they just want that one big break. They be like, yeah, I just want one hit.
I want to support people that are passionate about this, that give their life to this because this is real to people and it's real to me as a listener, as a consumer. Like, don't waste my time if you're not really about it.
Correct.
I don't know.
Correct.
And the crazy thing is, you know, a lot of people think, and people need to understand, when I run across new and upcoming artists, I tell them all the time because that's their hunger. They're like, I just need one hit. Please, ladies and gentlemen, understand the industry has changed.
It has changed.
You think you're getting that lump sum check up front? That went out a long time ago.
Well, let's not go on that door. Streams are not equivalent.
We were just talking about this.
They're not, because I told Reese, it was months ago. I said, this is how you know the game has changed. When we were coming up, because we are all around the same age, when we were coming up, they would have their singles mapped out, the videos in production, and then they would wait for the success of the numbers of the CD sales.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Then the tour was announced.
Right.
Now, they're doing a single, shot a video, announcing the tour, and got like another single. Like, I've seen somebody drop like 2 singles in 1 week and announcing tour dates in 1 week.
And the sad thing about that is because some of them, they do these tours and them songs be trash.
That's what I mean.
And
like,
then
you got
by
one
the time
hit.
they get to the 3rd venue, then they try to do, and listen, shout out to some of them. I appreciate y'all because y'all keep me employed. But then they reach out to people like me, and then we're trying to find local artists to open up for them to add to the show because your other 3 songs, they ain't it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, like CD, we are the CD sales generation. I remember when
I still got.
I remember when the singles. I remember when the singles had CDs.
Listen,
the first CD single you got that I recognized you got was Babyface's "There She Goes," and that had, which is my joint, and that had snippets of what was coming on the album.
Right.
Listen,
the times have changed.
And nobody even does that anymore. I remember you used to.
No, now a song is a snippet speed. They 30 seconds long now.
You really haven't lied for real. They like a minute 50.
Yeah.
30 seconds of them moaning.
Huh?
Yeah, I can't. I just can't. But with the streaming, you're not getting paid anyway, so I understand that you're just giving us, what you're getting paid for.
Which is why they announcing these tour dates, because they know that's what for not all of them, but for a good majority of them, that's the only way they're gonna get this money.
So I'm gonna put the artists that are listening onto something, because a lot of people think getting their music out there to Apple and this, that, or whatever, and that those streams is gonna do good for them. Please understand that.
Educate us.
If you are a person like me who pays that $15 a month fee for Apple Music,
Holy Ghost.
Guess what? When I download your song, it's not counting on your stream.
Nope.
I didn't pay the 99 cents, so it don't count. I paid the $15 a month, so I get all the music for free.
Huh?
Boom. All right, moving on. So, I'm looking at some of the beats that you got.
Yeah.
And
talk to me.
How do you come up with the titles?
I knew that was going.
I'm looking at 2 of these titles, right? And I'm about to purposely play them, and I keep combating like, should I play Signal first, then Radar, or Radar, then Signal? Like, what comes first, the Signal or the Radar, or the Signal from the Radar? Like, I'm like really in my mind, like, this is the title of the beat. I'm like, this don't about to be sick.
Sometimes I don't even have a concept or anything. There has to be something that happened in that moment that made me come up with the name.
Yeah.
So, Radar is actually, I'm going to give the first sneak peek. That's going to be my single that I'm dropping in this summer.
Listen, right here.
Right here.
Bringing lyrics to life. I'm
exclusive.
We give all the exclusives, man.
This is I actually did make this beat, and funny thing is that beat is a good 3 years old. And the crazy thing is the lyric. Me and Reece talk about this all the time. Sometimes you don't even realize that what you're writing is still going to be current whenever you release it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the time.
I don't know if you realize what you just.
I don't.
Somebody write that down.
I really don't.
What he just said.
Like you don't even realize what you think you're just writing it in the time frame you're in, but you're writing it for a time frame that's still going to be relevant when you release it, and you don't realize it till you get ready to release it.
We redeemed the time. We got shout outs to Mom. Mom says hello, children. Shout out to Karen the goat.
The beginning and the end.
No, I'm not joking. My mom's the goat.
Listen, mom is talented. Mom sings. Mom plays keys.
She actually writes stuff that family used to sing. She wrote.
Yes, my mom is the goat, man. And
it's in the blood.
It really is, no doubt.
That's what's up.
I feel my eyes getting watery.
Comment from Sophia Atwell. What's going on, girl? She said tour money is where they get it. You are absolutely right.
That's where they're getting it.
You are absolutely right.
I ain't been on tour.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming. Kalia. I love the energy. She said Radar picks up the signal. So I think we got it. We're going to play Radar first. All right. Here we go. Radar.
Exclusive.
Yes.
Hear the words of a bitch mama that had every skill set of being a starter. Guess they ain't see it like that. Call the rats bet when they hear this, they gon' get their sight back. Please let me have my moment of confidence, cause it took a while to be like common sense. I know that I'm handpicked, I ain't condescending.
All right, stop.
I knew you was
That
off, and I know
Bro, it's
I'm
going
fucking
too
mad.
hard. It's going too hard. I can't.
I was watching that figure like,
I was like, I was bobbing. I'm like, oh,
Nah,
I want to hear some more, but I'm
beat
like,
just
no,
dropped
we can,
like 5 seconds ago.
No, we gotta release that. We can't. No.
Oh man, when is
Yo.
it dropping? Do we got a date on this?
I-
Wait a minute.
I do not have a definitive
Oh,
date.
man.
But I do know.
Teasing.
Let me just say that I told Tony when I put Wish out, I said before I put my next single out, because let me just give you a one-on-one on love for real. When you really want to see other people win, you push them, not just you.
Absolutely.
Praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
So I told my brother, because I want people to understand, I don't try to eclipse Tony, I don't try to anything. Tony does everything I do as good, and some of it he does better. And I told Tony, I said, before I put out my next single, I said, you need to be putting your single out. I said, and then we need to be working on how to put these things together.
Right.
And I had he was originally supposed to put it out today on July 4th.
What?
I'm still.
It ain't too late. Let me play it back.
through.
Hold on, let me run over to the Mac. You need me to release it to Apple? I can get it done right now. Huh? Give me the signal to release the radar. Come on, listen.
We need to take a pause in the show. We need to have a conversation. What's going on?
Listen, and we'll be back after this commercial break. Yo, yeah, we need a date.
Yeah,
we need a date.
I'm looking at, like towards the end of July and August.
Okay. All right,
For
I can
sure.
get with that. I
Because
can
you
get
know,
with that.
just like in behind the whole mode of where I was with the song is basically everybody that watched The Last Dance with the whole MJ and the Bulls documentary, which was amazing. I watched it like 3 times. Michael already had a drive to be great, right? But there were other helpers, I guess you could say, that would help push him further.
Mhm.
So Michael was looking for any added ammunition to make him more great than what he already was. Like if somebody would say something slick to him, something in him would be like, all right, I'm about to destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they talked about how this one guy had, he dropped 37 on Mike. And Mike had a bad game. Mike had dropped like 20-something points. He told them in the locker room that when they were leaving, the guy was like, nice game, Mike. And Mike was like, he took offense to that.
Mhm.
Now, how you take offense to that, I never know. But his mindset was, I'm already, I gotta be better. Like I have to annihilate this guy now. He told his friends in the line, he told his teammates, he said, listen, I'm gonna have what that guy had in the first half. And sure enough, he had 36 points in the first half and finished with 45. Lit him up. So the whole concept of the song is basically the song of the underdog that's like, I've been overlooked this whole time. And I've had this in me, and nobody has seen it. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to now look within myself to find that extra push, not just to prove them wrong, but to just push and elevate myself because I believe in myself that much.
Mm-hmm.
So the hook says frustration creeps because they don't see what I see. But isolation for me is a requirement for what I gotta be. So I'm flying under the radar, and they'll never see me coming. Because by the time they realize what you are, it's gonna be too late.
Too late.
That's why. Let me help some of y'all. Get the support of your people that are in your circle or that are cool with you. Support them now before the wave hits. Don't wait until it looks like they moving to then get on their wagon and start riding with. No, ride with them now. Repost their stuff now. Support them now. I don't care what it is.
If you're real.
If you real. Support them now. Don't wait till it look like they get things going to offer support. No, do it now. So that's the whole mindset of where I was in the song. Because it's like, I've been under the radar. You know what? That's cool. Because by the time you look up, I'm going to be gone.
I want some gems to just drop when they just coming out.
Listen, we need to
Y'all
add
know,
like
I'm
sound
about to say,
effects
y'all
or
right.
something. Because, yo, Mom said too late. Fire. What up, Q? Q said you're talking right.
It's the
Right.
truth,
Listen,
though.
we're
Like,
gonna have church up in here.
people want to wait until this is how sick our generation is. You ain't even got to be moving as long as it looks like you're moving.
Right.
Then they want to,
The illusion of it.
now we,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm with you now. What if
Then it's French. We.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, well, where
was you at?
were you at?
Where
bro?
was you when?
Where were you? So, that's just the whole mindset of where, and I actually wrote that whole song at work. It was writing the lyrics. Some of them Because the way I write sometimes, if I'm at work and I can't get to my phone, I'll hear something and I'll be like, oh, that's fire. And I'll just keep repeating it and then add little stuff.
So
and then add more stuff and keep going.
Here it is, right? This the episode back to back, right? Because last week we had another artist in here, and her vibe, her song, the girl is just doing a lot. She's redoing the song in different genres.
Yikes!
Yeah, the genre.
Oh, that's fire.
That was the idea I had.
Listen,
years ago.
Get out of
but
here.
yo, this radar, the lyrics that you just said. I'm an R&B head, so I'm like, I can slow that down. I can save it. Listen, can we work with that? Can we work
I just
with that?
wanted to put your song out. I just want this beat. I just want these lyrics. I need it.
Yeah, and again, sometimes certain beats before I even start, I'll be like, this about to be. Sometimes you just know. With that one, sometimes most of the beats, as I'm at, just like you said, you can hear it one way, but as I'm producing it, the sound is like evolving. So I'm like, oh, let me add that. I hear that now. And then when I get done with it, I'll be like, this went it went further than I thought it was gonna go. Okay, this is one of them as it's finished. And then I'm like, yeah, let's go.
So apparently, listen, y'all, let me shout out to the supporters on tonight. Y'all done came in here, y'all got the watch party in here jumping, y'all got the live in here jumping.
Let's get it.
I even got people hitting me on Snapchat with comments right now.
Let's get it.
But apparently your father is watching.
Hey.
And he said, just say, excuse me, you're a little late. So all them riders that been trying to ride at the end and not the whole ride, tell them they missed it.
You missed it. And here's, let me just help all of us.
Oh God.
When they show you who they are, you must believe them.
God.
Do not bring them with you
Don't go
once
there.
they have made their stance sure. I don't care who it is. Make it clear. All right, I ain't saying you ain't gotta love them, but you do not send them an invite to the table.
So you know
That's
what?
all I'm saying.
Since he said that, he just gave y'all the signal, so we're gonna go with it.
Matter of fact, me and Reece supposed to jump in this joint, so let's go.
Getting it all right here.
You did. I sure did. Yes, I did.
I don't know.
I got flex one time. You don't get that many times for flexes.
Go ahead. Come on. About to write something to him? What you got? Listen, I'm gonna say this.
Listen, can I get these?
No, I'm gonna say I'm glad I got these doors. I ain't sharing this. Listen, this is all y'all getting.
Look, I'm
Boy,
riding around in the car.
Listen, while I'm working in here tonight, I'm gonna be playing some of these beats back. Like, you wanna help me write some of these things on tonight? Amen.
Oh,
Shoot, I've been struggling. You might have helped me with my release. God.
Listen, when we going out, play these snippets back.
Yeah.
I just need to hear them again.
I'm not gonna lie. The moment I got done with that one, I said that to Reece like, I didn't ask her. I was like, you're getting on this one.
What y'all should do with these beats and then with these titles, do a compilation, John. Have Misfits come in first, do Radar, then Signal. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because then you can do a double play and then y'all both can still drop singles.
Yeah, because the joint she
Just
got
keep-
coming with the...
In the words of Khalid, just keep dripping on them. Just keep dripping on them. Listen, y'all got me excited. I actually might put these
Listen,
songs
you
out
are
tonight.
very talented. I have never heard any of your beats, and this is incredible.
Bless
This is
you.
incredible. I am like blown away. I was not
Lawrence-T in
expecting.
the house, y'all.
He's so quiet and like he
Yeah.
don't ever hardly talk. He just be chilling.
He don't talk.
He be chilling.
Listen,
He just be chilling on his vibe,
I
and
do.
this man over here just talented as he want to be. Go ahead.
I'm grateful, for real.
I'm thankful that you just shared that with us. I'm
Let me ask you this, right? So, one of the things I often have an issue with, and I talk to Riecee about this a lot. When you're making your beats, right? You said like this is the one. When do you find it, or do you ever find it hard or complicated to determine what beats you keep and what beats you sell?
Yes, sir. I'm kind of getting in that now. Like I'm the type of person where it's like it's a two-folded coin where some you like I can't get that up.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side of that, it's like, but if this is my ceiling, I need to give it up. I'm gonna let that simmer.
Yeah, that was.
Because if I hold on to it, then what that's saying to myself is you can't go no better than this. So it's like, okay, because there are plenty of beats that I have, and at the time I thought they were fire. Right? Because at the time
I felt that way since we said that.
Right? At the time I was like, yo, this beat is oh man. And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks go by, and I'll be like, that ain't it. And they be like, you gotta come harder, bro. Like, come on. And so there are a couple of beats I have let go of, and I was like, you know what? If you can't top that, then come on, man. You gotta keep going. You know, keep going. If that's not your ceiling, you don't even know what your ceiling is.
Let me challenge Naya real quick. Since
shoot.
you just heard that and
I'm
agreed
sorry,
with it,
Naya.
right?
I'm sorry.
So when you see on TV certain things and concepts that
Here we
you
go.
that you still mad about and simmering over,
A little bit.
are you saying you can now release them because you can do better?
I know I can do better. Right. It's just they should have contacted me, right? Like these people who have no idea who I am should have contacted me, because I'm not going to go out there and let them know, like, this is what you need to do with this show. Right. But I'm getting better. It started with the conference, and I'm
shout out to Rico Love. Shout out to Rico Love and the alumni. Yeah, that was a good conference. They should go.
Yeah.
They should. Yeah, we gotta get
For
them.
sure.
We gotta get them on the next one.
For sure.
Cheer.
Yeah.
I would enjoy it. It's a good time.
Girl,
I'm an introvert to the core.
I'm laughing because the whole time I wouldn't even look at Reese because I already knew she had that face. Like, that face is like, for face value, yes. But in my head, absolutely not.
Look, it definitely took me out of my comfort zone, and I'm really trying.
It did. And I'll say this. It was crazy because at the end of the conference, we had the opportunity to network with other producers, engineers, artists, so on and so forth, right?
Anxiety.
And
I believe
this girl she takes introvert to another level. I don't even know what.
Scary. I kind of feel like I can meet you there.
And I didn't even have time to even meet with the artist that I was meeting with. Like, she was working around. She was like, nah, you're done. Get this one. Talk to this one. Listen to this one. And she was working around. I'm like, dang, like, I didn't even get a chance to, like, I was like, wait, what was their name? It don't even matter. Get this one. Like,
because
she
a lot
was
of
on
the people, it was like, Chris is one of those people who sees it. It could be the tiniest little thing, and he wants to bring it out, and it's like, but this person is ready now.
Chris would take the molecule of potential.
Listen,
and be like,
he ain't got time.
I can work with this, which is a wonderful quality.
It is, but
in that instance,
I got some help from the live audience. They teaming up on me over here. I'm going jumps right now.
We got more important things. We'll revisit.
Nah, you know what it is though.
No.
It's the people that have just that little bit that are actually willing to go harder.
That's true.
And that is
because a lot of people that I've come across, they've already smelled themselves and they feel like something is owed to them. And now, especially because the mindset is, I just need that one big hit. So everybody is pushing just for that.
Right.
So they feel like you owe them something.
Right.
So they be, you know, you come to them and be like, all right, I need you to do this. I'm not changing that. Well, then I have nothing else to talk about. Like, this is what I think you need to do in order to go in this direction. Nah, it's either take it like this or they don't want me. Okay, they don't want you. What you mean they didn't want me? Well, you wasn't willing to
but
do
you see
anything.
how long this conversation goes on? It's not necessary. Okay, fine.
Right.
That's
Right.
fine.
Right. Moving on.
Right. Because somebody else is hungry. Somebody else really got this talent and
that's
really
what's
ready.
key for me is the hunger.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's what keeps me passionate. You know what I mean?
That is
Because a
true.
lot of people now, you know, like you mentioned earlier, some people are in this now literally just for the money or the fame. Like some people, music today has lost the art.
It has
the
lost
form.
the art. Talk.
It's just like,
I'm sorry.
it's not even music. It's
No,
just a
talk.
sound. It's just a beat.
Talk.
There's no lyrics. Don't even exist anymore.
Talk.
Like, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Although they exist, they just revolve around money, narcotics, and things that we shouldn't do.
Everybody got the same.
All that
message,
type stuff.
And I ain't even trying to be shady.
Or
because
or most of them be lying.
they come in, ain't even lived a life, and
Telling
then
somebody
they
else's
show up
story.
dead the next week. I'm like, y'all.
Yo, it's tight, but it's right.
I'm sorry, I was trying to hold that in. It slipped.
Yo, that's the fact.
But it
though.
is the reality, though.
That's
I
a
mean,
fact.
legit, like a majority of them have, and I really gotta keep. I keep saying I gotta look this thing up because it literally it's a mental illness and it's a disease. But these people, they study the lives of other people, and then they create this life for themselves, and then they start talking.
But y'all
Bro,
remember
when
when that
was
was
you ever in the hood?
what's the word? Parody?
Yes.
Parody.
Yes.
Y'all remember when that was a parody, like the gangster rapper that was like, please don't shoot me, I'm not really.
Right.
And now that's like real life, like people
No,
are really
yeah,
doing
It's
that.
real life.
And what really annoys me is when they just hollering and making ad libs over a dope beat. Like, bro, somebody could have really did something with this, and you out here. Like, I be like, yo, I pull up instrumentals. I know that's a 90s thing, but I pull up instrumentals.
You're not alone.
Of these current songs so quick.
Talk.
Like, I don't want to hear you.
Talk.
I just want to hear the
Because I'm not
beat.
gonna lie to you, they know that it's funny because in Jay-Z's Kingdom Come album, which actually there's a whole hilarious story behind that I won't tell. Because you know Jay was my guy coming up. You know,
Right.
y'all got this generation got Drake. We had Jay.
Don't even.
I'm not gonna. They're not ready.
Get me started.
They're not ready for that
I
conversation.
should have told you that name ain't allowed to be mentioned on this.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so the first song, the first. Mind you, this is 2006. He said the game's messed up. Your beats is banging. Your hooks did it. Your lyrics didn't. Your gangster look did it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's literally happening
Yeah.
right before our very eyes right now. Because these producers know, especially as a producer, there's nothing worse than hearing a dope intro and then when the beat drop, it just destroys everything that was done. And because you know, shout out to again Joe Nice when we used to go on oh man, I can't think of the one website. It was a website where people would post their beats, and we would listen to the intro and we'd be like, drop hard. That's all we would say. Drop hard, please drop hard. And the drop was terrible. Like the intro would be fire, and then when it dropped, it's terrible. But to get back on point, lyricism is gone. It is all about image now.
Yeah.
These labels want the gimmick. They was like, okay, does he have the look? Because everything else we can account for and make up. We'll give him lyrics. Most of these cats don't even write.
No.
What?
You know, and I'll say this. You know, it used to bother me.
It still bothers me.
And I know it still bothers me, but I do appreciate the checks. But
Hello.
But even with that, what bothers me is it's like you don't even write. Then when I send you something, then you try and
Critique.
something.
Hello.
Who are you?
Who are you?
For me, it's like, bro, I need for you. I will help you.
Right.
Become a
help
better
develop
writer.
you.
Right. Become a better writer because I'm a fan of music, like real music, real lyricism.
Right.
So if I'm coming on as a lyricist and I'm helping you, you know, bring your thoughts and feelings and you want to critique it,
Write it yourself. And the thing is, you can't. That's the bottom line. How you gonna critique something that you can't even contribute to it? What?
what's a real issue for me is vocabulary. You know, like a lot of artists feel away about some of the verbiage I use. It's like, oh, well, can you? Basically, what they're asking is to dumb it down.
Right.
Sure, you know. Either write it yourself or read a dictionary or something, because
For real.
I'm not gonna write anything that I don't want to listen to.
Right.
So if you're not there, then we can't work together. And I'm not Christian. I'm not gonna have this long drawn out conversation with you. I'm fine with not writing this song. Like, I'm totally okay with it.
She's like, all right,
It's cool.
It's crazy, this conversation. It's a segue into this next beat titled Hustle.
Yeah. Actually, you kind of in trouble. You gotta show me that. You gotta let it get to the hook. I'll let you know when the hook comes in. You get ready to stop right there. Not yet.
You can listen. The instrumentals in that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You must be okay. Which I had these conversations with anybody that listen. You can't be intimidated by the way other people make their beats. I can't be them.
Right.
I have to be me. You know what I'm saying? So I used to struggle with that in the beginning. Like, you wouldn't believe. Like, my sister been telling me, why aren't you on SoundCloud? You even told me, why aren't you putting some of these beats on SoundCloud? Yeah. What are you doing? And it was like the fear of, this don't really necessarily sound with what's going on right now. And that's the very reason why.
Right.
Yeah.
It must, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be cool in however you hear it and however you deliver it, because at the end of the day, there's only one me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's your superpower.
That's you.
You have to. You have to.
Listen, so with that being said, because tonight we keeping it short, but dang, we don't have to bring y'all back. We about to get to these fireworks.
Sure.
Listen, my God.
Incredible.
We're going to play this next beat going out. It's titled Maturing.
I wrote that one. I did that one on my birthday.
Okay. So with that, let's hear from the great. If there was any advice that you could give an up-and-coming artist, entrepreneur, right? Because you do the business thing, you got your clothing line, you got your glasses, you know, you got your look, you know. If you could speak and give any kind of encouragement and a confidence booster for some of these young ladies out here, or a business tip, what would it be? What would you give them?
Take your time.
I would prefer to be asked these things, given a heads up, so I can try to prepare something so that I don't say something that I should not say.
Nah, what you shouldn't say is probably what needs to be heard.
Probably, but nobody likes realness or the truth.
That's a fact.
As an artist, if you're a writer, I would say write first. I think it is a lot easier and you will encounter a lot less jealousy, especially if you are a female. If you start writing first, because the doors are easier to get in. That's not what I did, so I am fighting my way through it. The second thing I would say is be yourself. Nobody can be you better than you. One thing that agitates me, it is the way that everybody sings like Brandy now. And what makes Brandy dope is nobody else sings like Brandy.
Oh.
So what you should do is find inspiration from her without mimicking her.
Right.
Don't become her. Look at the fact that she was the first person to sound like that and she has perfected it.
Right.
And then let it inspire you to perfect you being you.
You being you.
Stop copying everybody. I don't know when the song is Drake because everybody sounds like Drake. I was trying to look a song up and it wasn't even about a man. I be trying to look up stuff and it's not even Future, but everybody raps with all of them, so I can't figure out what's Future.
Talk.
For business, I will say, because I won't give everything away, because some things is just none of your business. But I will say that in business, I have learned that if you want it bad enough, you can make things happen.
Yeah.
More than you know.
Yeah.
I watched a spike in business just because I was taking pictures, editing them, and posting them consistently. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's paying attention. Consistency is key. I'm watching things pop up in stores that I ain't seen nobody do but me. And you could get upset like,
trendsetter.
what is happening, but the fact of the matter is that means somebody's watching. They're not giving you no credit and they're stealing, but somebody is watching. And after a while, somebody who's going to pay you is going to be watching, and it'll pay off. So the real key thing to it is be yourself, and then consistency is key, I would say. And I'm going to sit back. I wore this bathing suit I thought for, because he was supposed to have a pull-up, I guess it was for me to soak up all this sweat that I'm sweating now. So I'm going to sit back.
Yeah. Oh my
God.
God.
It ran down my leg. I thought I touched my leg. It was dripping. I thought it was a spider.
Oh man. Lawrence-T.
Yo.
What you got, man? What could you give?
Oh man.
What could you give up and coming producers, artists, like-minded people? You know, because there was a phase you went through even yourself where you thought, I ain't good enough. You know, and now we here.
I would just echo what she said. Be comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
Definitely trust your own sound, and then find what your sound is. Because if we're all making beats sounding the same, then there's no diversity, and at the same time, we're not being pushed and challenged. I can't tell you how many times I would hear something that Brent would play, or something that Joe would play. Shout out to Sticks, John Franklin from Philly, something that he would play on their Instagrams, and I'd be like, oh, that's fire. And it would make me like, okay, I respect them in their lane. Now, let me find where my lane is and get there.
Right.
I don't want to get in their lane. I want to find where my lane is.
Correct.
And they push me. Shout out to my boy Keith Keys. He's where we do most of our recording, and he helps. You know, he provides a lot of good insight with where we record and stuff. He's the best producer I know in Philly as far as going there to record. Keith Keys, my boy, my dog. But most definitely find your sound as a producer, and wherever that sound takes you, you know what I mean, perfect it. You know, these beats, some of these beats you heard today is 3 years old, you know, almost 4 years old, you know, so find your sound and then perfect it, and then, you know, create your own lane, and definitely have the belief that, you know, you can do it. As Tyler Perry said in one of his lives, you have to believe it beyond believing it. And because he was saying how when he was first starting out in his plays and like 20 people would come, he never stopped. He just kept going,
right?
Because he believed it beyond believing it. There are times where you will be your own cheerleader.
Yeah.
You must, and as David said,
you better be the loudest person.
You better encourage yourself and keep it pushing, and then don't become bitter and charge it to other people because they didn't support you. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've taken pressure off of people and be like, you know what? If you ain't for everybody.
True.
Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna receive you. But for the few that will.
Yes.
So you know, you just need to find your own sound, find it, find your lane, get in it. You know what I'm saying? Get with good people that'll push you.
Right.
Even if y'all not tight, just keep them in your company. And as y'all will be able to push each other, because Brent pushes me as much as I believe in some form, I kind of help push him because he's doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Joe, he just produced a whole record for his brother, killed that joint. You know what I'm saying? So it's an amazing thing when you have people around you in your vicinity that just keep pushing you, and just being in their company, you like, all right, let me get back on my BI and get going.
Y'all heard it right here, bringing lyrics to life. Listen, we're going to play this beat, Maturing. Give them your social media. Let the people know how they can hit you.
You can hit me on I'm on Snapchat and I'm on Instagram as Lawrence-T. That's 3 underscores.
It is.
It is 3. Lawrence, and then another underscore and T. Lawrence-T. That's my middle name. Lawrence-T. First initial of my first name. So that's where you can find me. I'm about to start hitting up beats on that SoundCloud for real. So you can also find me on Lawrence-T on that. I believe it's just Lawrence and then underscore T on SoundCloud. So be on the lookout for that. And be on the lookout. They put me on the spot. Radar coming in August. It's coming. It's coming. So
Hey, y'all heard it right here on Bringing Lyrics to Life. It's coming.
Be on the lookout for that.
For sure.
That's what's up. Listen, we're gonna play this track, but we gotta do all the politics. Shout out to our supporters. We appreciate all of our audiences, our listening audience, our fans, supporters. We appreciate you. Shout out to Anchor, our sponsor, getting us on to other outlets, media outlets, and we do have other outlets coming to us. So Bringing Lyrics to Life is growing.
It's growing.
Growing quickly.
Quickly.
Like you said, man, but believe I don't believe. You know?
Believe
We
it,
just
yeah,
thought we was just
believe
starting something simple just to
Right.
spotlight some things and spotlight some people, and then it took off. We on
Yeah.
episode 6 already.
Let's
and
go.
We doing the thing. So listen, but we couldn't do it without y'all.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without you.
Pleasure
So
to
we
be
appreciate y'all. Listen, Lawrence-T right here, maturing.
here.